The Epilog driver for your laser cutter doesn't come with any settings for how to cut different materials. So you may want to import some settings that other people have found that work well to get you started. You should definitely make your own settings and try these out and tweak them until they work for you on your machine, because every machine is different, your power is different, your lens is different, your machine might move at a different speed, but this will give you a starting point for some different materials. So the way you do that is you go into the actual driver settings itself. So from Illustrator, then you can press Control P to print. And then once you do that, then you want to make sure your Epilog Engraver is selected here. And when you go to Setup here, then you'll select that again and go to Preferences, and that loads the Epilog driver. So in here, you've got some basic settings, but here in Advanced, you've got all of the presets that you've determined. And those presets are just DAT files stored in a special location. So at first, you won't have anything in here. So you want to get some. So copy this path up here, just select it, press Control C, and that will select the path of where those files are supposed to go. And then go and find some settings. So here's our Google Drive full of settings for our 40-watt laser. And find the one that you want. Right click on that, download it, and then you put that into the right directory. So just select the directory up there, paste in your path that you copied earlier, press enter, that'll load that up. And then when I save that DAT file in this location, then that stores it there. And when I come back here and open this driver again, then go to Advanced, and ta-da, there's my new DAT file. So once you select it, you do have to press Load to load in those settings. And then once they're loaded, you can go to the other tabs up here. So General will show you all of the settings for just the normal cuts. And we have this file set to vector only, because this is a high throughput setting that we only want to be doing cuts. So raster is not turned on, that you could turn on with combined. And the speed is 20% to cut through 3mm plywood and 100% power. And the size of our bed is defined there as well. This is a 40-watt laser setting. You will find different things for your laser, especially if it's a higher or lower power. And then inside of color mapping, we've defined 3 colors here. We've got red, green, and blue. Usually we just use the red for doing just light scoring on the surface of the wood. So you can see the power is set to 100%. The speed is set to 100%, but the power is only 30%. So that'll just quickly do that score. So you can change any of those if you want. If you want to resave it over top of that setting, you do have to click Save. You can also find different settings for any of your material, and just as long as you save them as different names in here, then whatever name you set them as will show up here as one of your presets, and then you can load that in. You figure it out for 3mm acrylic, save it, and then you can load it in whenever you need to cut that material. So that's all of the settings there. And then you just press OK. That loads it in, and you press print, and that sends it over to your Epilog, ready to go.